Hey, sit right here right quick. Again. Excuse me.
You think that's gonna be too loud?
Nah, I don't hear it. All right, so you. Shouldn't be recording. Yeah, we gotta clip the damn thing on, man. Nah, yeah. It won't matter. Oh shit. No, we ain't even recording now. Hey, this, I guess we got the straightforward camera, and that's mine, that's yours.
We need to be looking at this one though, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yo, we back. MCE in the place to be. Soul Speaks Form. I'm Obafemi.
Sid Adams.
Yeah, man.
And it's this beginning of the year episode of Soul Speaks Form. So yeah, we back at it again. Come on.
For the 2023. Let's go,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff been going on this year. You know, the year that ended. You know, and this year, man, definitely gonna be a good one.
for sure.
But we were talking the other day, and we were talking about a lot of stuff, man. We seen, you know, we rap, so we seen where Gangsta Boo had passed away, and the speculations behind that, and you know, rest in peace to Gangsta Boo and her family.
Most definitely.
You know.
For those of you who don't know who Gangsta Boo is, man, Gangsta Boo was the female MC from the group 666 Mafia out of Memphis, Tennessee,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So, shout out to the whole 666 Mafia, man. The new name 36 Mafia, but
Yeah.
I know it is 666 Mafia.
Man.
Yeah, she was
Yes,
43 years old when she passed, man. So
Our age.
yeah,
Didn't even know that, man, till you know, till that happened. And just on that note, we were talking about that, and that led us to talking about, you know, like I said, it was speculation, and I ain't been on the news to confirm none of that, but there was some drugs involved in it, overdose or something like that. So just having a conversation we had the other day about addictions.
yeah. You know, I know that, you know, it's the new year, different year, and people tend to make like resolutions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna get in the gym. I'm gonna get this new job. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna travel, whatever the case may be.
We get some more money.
Yeah,
That's the main resolution. Lose weight and money.
Yeah, you know, I know some people say no new friends and all that type of stuff, man. So,
yeah, buddy.
You know, but as I think and as I grow, man, in my own understanding, like I had to come to terms, like I have an addictive personality. I have addictive traits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I battle with my own addictions, and it's a lot of. For one thing, man, you got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah,
If you
buddy.
really want to deal with your
Yeah, buddy.
own addictions, you got to be honest with yourself. If you can't be truthful to yourself, a doctor can diagnose you and you still won't change. Your wife could be on you and you still won't change.
They give you medication, man, and it still won't change, man. You gotta, like you just said, yourself.
Right.
And what it started with, so yeah, man, that was, just thinking about, when we saying addiction, man, because I mean, I grew up, had a lot of people in my family that's addicted, whether it's drugs, whether it was alcohol, what I'm saying, and you need to talk about whether it's sex, depending on what your vice is, it can become an addiction. Some people, man, gamble.
So what would you say, what is addiction though? You know what I'm saying?
Addiction?
Like, what is addiction? What does that mean that you have an addiction or you're addicted to something? What does that mean?
To me, addiction is something like you have to have it. Like somebody who craves sweets, it may be a reason why they craving it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's something mental going on, something happened in their childhood where they ate sweets, and now they older, it's just something they get comfort out of. So I think addiction could come in many forms and for many reasons.
Right.
And it's just, but to be addicted and to take the strength, I'm trying to say the words right, to get the strength to understand that you are addicted, to know that there is an addiction going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a whole different playing field, because we can say, yo, it's addictions, but some of us don't think they are.
Yeah, that's true. You got some, I would say, socially accepted addictions.
Yeah.
And then you got some that's shunned upon. You know what I'm saying? I've also learned that addiction can be a disease in the mind. You understand what I'm saying? And unless you have that addiction, it can make it difficult for people without the addiction to truly understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, you got like Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah.
Well, people who are addicted to gambling will really only be able to speak from that standpoint because they surround themselves with other people who got the same addiction. And
if I ain't addicted to gambling, then I'm looking at the gambler like, man, how you gonna be addicted to that?
Right. How come you can't stop?
Why you can't stop? You know what I'm saying? I ain't addicted to it. That seems to be the biggest thing that goes on, because since people don't, understand where you're coming from, they feel like they wouldn't do it. They don't understand it's an addiction.
Right.
Yeah, how strong it is,
when it's kind of like you done surrendered a level of control to where you're really not in control of it anymore.
Yeah.
And the mind is very powerful to make you think or give you a reason to justify why you gonna continue to do whatever it is that you want to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And man, just my own experience. Like, I took this test, and this test said, look, if you answer, it's 12 questions.
Yeah.
And if you answer at least 4 of these questions yes, then you probably are an addict.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, man? So I took the test and I answered 10 of these out of 12 questions.
I mean, you got right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you to a certain degree, you almost got to diagnose yourself to a certain degree, because other people can tell you.
Yeah.
But until you come to terms with yourself, with what you deal with, like, you're probably not going to get the assistance or help that you need. Yeah. Some people can turn it on and turn it off, and that may be fine. But for other people, you may be allergic to it and just don't understand. Like, I don't have a shut-off valve. I'm gonna go and go and go and go and go.
Man,
you know.
I think all of us got to some degree, man. Hell, the fact we go to work, to me, explains there's an addiction because we're addicted to keeping our lights on. We're addicted to making some money. We're addicted to keep paying their car notes. I can keep driving this Benz I got or whatever you're driving. And some people say, well, you supposed to work. You supposed to do that. You supposed to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they don't ease that there's an addiction added to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You can, you know, have a, like we was talking about. Some people would say I got healthy addictions.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm addicted to going to the gym and working out. Like,
yeah.
you know, I mean, of course you can't injure yourself working out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can overwork your muscles.
Oh yeah.
But you know, you can have what I would say healthy addictions, and you can have addictions that not serving you, unhealthy addictions. You know,
yeah.
so the healthy addiction, I would say, you are more so in control of that addiction.
Yeah.
You ain't surrendered your power to whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the unhealthy addiction is you almost powerless to control
yeah.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that's what I was getting to, like when I said about the job thing. Like it can be an addiction, but of course it's something that gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to job sick. You're going to job hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's our circumstances that keep us on the addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just spend all your money that you just got from your paycheck. You go to work for another paycheck, and you broke.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like something making you keep going here. What's making you go? You know, so to me that's what sums up an addiction. Like you keep coming back to whatever it is that you're going towards, and psychologically or mentally, you know what I'm saying, or even spiritually, we don't know what it is that's making us do that, but you know you got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So
I definitely think that there's a physical, a mental, and a spiritual component when it comes to dealing with addictions.
yeah, I do too.
You know, as far as like in the black community and addictions, we live in a country that's super extra materialistic. You understand what I'm saying? So we almost by default are addicted to material.
Yeah.
I mean, of course you need materials on this earth, but the level of materialism in the United States is like, we have 50, 60, 70 pair of shoes, 30 jackets. You know what I'm saying?
We have 50 houses.
Right, you know, 10. I got 10 cars.
10 cars, bro. Like, see, brothers with like 5 gold chains on.
Right, you know,
like,
the level of excess in this country.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking the other day about how we grew up in a time period when television programming went off at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? The static came on the TV and they played the little national anthem and
that was it.
It was fuzz.
Ain't no more television for that night, man. That was it.
Till about 6:37 in the morning, and then TV come back on. Like that was the programming.
It's TV all day like that, man. It's TV all day for real, man. That's an addiction itself. That's a whole nother conversation, man. It's a technology.
Right.
And the cell phone, man, that's a total addiction, man. Because social media, there's so much on there, man. It's just
the food, the buffets, and all you can eat. But if somebody stay in there all day and eat all day, then they gonna have a problem.
They gonna get their ass about it.
It's advertised though. All you can eat. Man, I think I seen
for a certain time.
I seen a guy. He sat in there all day long from opening to close.
Yeah.
You know
I like to test it just to see if they're gonna kick you out of here, man.
Yeah,
Get you up out of here.
They was like, you gotta go. He was like, it ain't all you can eat though. So he tried to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But this is the society that we live in. You know what I'm saying? Is to no excess.
Yes, sir.
You know, if I drive to the store and buy some alcohol, the folks behind the window, as long as you got the money, they gonna take it. They're not gonna, hey buddy,
you can buy all
you been here twice tonight.
Exactly.
They're not gonna Here you go. They gonna
Hey,
keep giving it to you.
And they ain't gonna say, hey buddy, I don't think you need to drive.
No.
No, he was like,
not,
how much you want? You want another fifth?
right.
Hey man.
Here.
Yo.
Hey buddy, we remember they gonna know your name when you come there after a while. You know.
Man, this is a deep topic on all levels, man. And I want to continue this topic, but right now I want to take a moment just to stop and say, yo, man, you know, give a shout out to the sponsor for this right here. This 71020 Sageware.
Yes, sir.
We talking about addictions, but working on myself.
Y'all see it.
Is how we work on that addiction. You know what I'm saying? And 720 Sageware, that's gonna be at the bottom of that screen. So you need to click that link, check that link out, and
make sure you go like and subscribe to the page 720 Sageware. Make
Yes,
sure you
sir.
also check out the song by MCE
Working
on
on
YouTube.
myself.
Working on ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? That joint is banging.
That's gonna be
Put
in
that
the-
on your playlist.
That's
your
gonna be in the
workout
link too.
playlist.
That's gonna be in the link too, man. And yo,
Definitely.
ain't nothing like it, man. You know, black owned, African owned, man. That's what this about. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes indeed, yes indeed.
And it's the right slogan for what we're talking about as far as the topic goes, addiction.
Right. It's like one day at a time. Like every day you have a chance to put in work for yourself to help develop yourself.
Yeah.
You know, if you fell off yesterday, you got a chance, if you live to see the day, to make a change. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And we were talking, man, like when somebody's talking to you, giving you information, that don't mean that they know everything. That don't mean that they saying, man, do exactly what I'm saying, do. That means they may be telling you because they're telling themselves. Remember you said the other day, man?
Right,
They
right.
probably telling themselves the same thing, you know, to help fight whatever they going through. So,
Man,
it don't pay to listen, and you can't learn to listen. You just gotta, you know, there gotta be something in you. But
and
yeah.
sometimes your journey is a lesson to help keep people
Yeah.
on their path or to get on a better path, because
Yeah.
you were an example. You may
Yeah.
be an example of a person who you up on your addiction. You done you know what I'm saying? You done been sober for X amount of times, or you done sustained from doing whatever your addiction was for 10 years, 20 years, 2 years, a year, whatever. For that person who today is day one for you, you may be inspired that person to stay, hey, man, I'm gonna take that challenge. I'm gonna challenge myself.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna surrender to something greater than myself, because I done tried to do it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I need some help. I need some assistance.
We need some help, man.
You know,
we came into this world. Somebody had to wipe us. Somebody had to feed us. So just because you get grown don't mean you don't need help. You know, you still need that, because every day I'm living, I'm learning something.
True
you know what I'm
indeed.
saying? Ain't a day that I ain't learning or understanding, and I find out something new. You know, I'm finding something new every single day, man. So yeah.
I remember my pops, you know, I would come home from school. My pops never asked, how was school today?
Yeah.
He always said, what did you learn today?
Already.
You know what I'm saying? He always said, well, we didn't really do too much. He said, oh, you wasted 8 hours today. Because ain't no way you can go sit at school where it's supposed to be learning and you not learn nothing.
Hey, I was my son them same day, don't I, man? Like, hey, how was school? It was good. Okay, what you do?
What you do? Tell me something that was
It was
good.
good.
About it.
What was good about it? You could be talking about it was good. You could be talking about lunchtime. I mean, what was good about it, man?
It's a feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell me what you got today. Tell me what's the substance, what's the meat of it. So,
Yes, sir, man.
Man, I know everybody pretty much knows somebody who deal with an addiction.
Yeah.
Or you may be going through an addiction by you're on your own, man. I'm here to tell you that you're definitely not alone.
Yeah.
There are most likely other people who are dealing with the same thing. And until you truthful and honest with yourself,
That's where it starts at.
you won't change that
That's
situation.
where it started at, man. Like,
You're going to need some support. Some people, for some people it's religion. Some people turn to religion, and once they, get into that religion, and it can help curb them from their addiction.
Yeah.
Or that addiction may transform from one addiction to another unhealthy addiction. You know what I'm saying? Some people just trade addictions.
Yeah.
I got off this one, then I start doing this one. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you surround yourself by people who have, I would say, positively made changes, not just substitute one negative addiction for another one.
Yeah.
You understand? So
I definitely like to hear and see, anybody that watches video, what their comments are on the topics, on this. Like I like to see what the comments are, man, because there may be some people out there who got a whole lot of insight on addictions and different things. You gotta have an open mind when it comes to addictions. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody's vice ain't the same as another person's vice. You know what I'm saying? We don't know why they do or why we do what we do in the first place.
Having an addiction don't make you a bad person.
Yeah, that's the strength, man.
It don't mean you need to be shunned from society because you suffer from this addiction. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody that may have an allergy to peanuts. If you eat too many peanuts, you're gonna have it's gonna cause adverse effects in your life.
And to know that, and that's the strength I'm saying. The strength is knowing that you have that addiction, you acknowledging it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta do that first, right? You know what I'm saying? I got an addiction. Okay, what are my next steps to handling, what it is. And it don't matter if you got an addiction at 80, it don't matter if you got an addiction at 18. You know what I'm saying? When you took that first step to say, I have this, I can't do it on my own, that's a strength. So don't ever look at it as being shameful, man, or whatever, man, For sure, man.
It definitely ain't nothing to be ashamed of, and it does take a level of strength to acknowledge. Somewhere you lost control. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And whether you believe in God, there's a creator, whatever the case may be, there's something greater than yourself in this world. Outside of this world, there's something. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever helps you to be inspired to make a positive change in your life, then I can't knock that from you. I can't take that from you. You understand what I'm saying? And you shouldn't try to take it from anybody else if that's what helped them make that change in their life. You understand? So, addiction is something serious, man. It's definitely prevalent in our community, but it hits all communities, genders, race, nationality, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? It don't know no boundaries. Yeah. Rich or poor, body size, it don't know no boundaries.
Yeah. Like we said earlier, man, I like to see the comments, leave a comment, whatever. You can hit us on our handles.
For sure. Make sure you check me out, Obafemi, 9Obafemi. That's on all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Also my YouTube channel, 9Obafemi. Check me out. Also check out MCE Soul Music. You know what I'm saying? We on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Check out our videos, interviews, other podcasts such as this one right here, the Soul Speaks Forum.